No.
Okay, now I start the recording. Well, let me explain again, and now like more summarized. Okay, so basically we are looking at 4 things, okay, as a sequence of 4 things when determining a trade, okay? I will hop into the chart early in the morning, okay? I will look at the 2-hour time frame. I will look at the daily time frame. I will look at the just at the big time frames. I will go over them, not too much, okay? I won't focus on them too much, although you see here price is living a 2-hour, very nice 2-hour supply zone plus liquidity, okay? Which price has just taken out, if you see, has matched exactly the liquidity right here. Okay, so first of all, you look at the charts, okay? You look at multiple time frames. The next step, okay, I will go to the 30-minute time frame, more or less. Once I have clear the bigger picture, okay, the market structure on the bigger picture, where price is heading overall, I will go onto the 30-minute time frame, for example. Okay, this you have to adjust the time frames to whatever works out the best for you, because this setup's happening on every time frame. Okay, you have to adjust it to what works out for you the best. Then I will look at market structure, okay, first of all. Well, first of all, determine, please guys, mute yourselves, please, please, everyone mute yourself. Come on. We are 56, so it's hard for me to mute everyone, so please guys.
Is probably a subject.
I'm trying, wait, hold on then, let me mute everyone.
Guys,
Guys, some of you have the mic open, please mute it, please, please. Okay, I think now we're done. Okay, so first of all, determine trend, okay? This is just briefly, okay? Overall, the determine trend, you know, on the 2-hour, 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, just want to determine the trend, okay? Just see where price is heading at. So as you see, I went to the 2-hour time frame, and I see overall, I'm just going to be focusing on this zone right here. I don't like to go too far away. Overall price is on a bearish trend, okay? So it's highly probable to fit in sell entries, okay? We will find sell entries for sure, okay? So as you see, this is the sell setup we had right here, but then the next important step, okay, we are in a downtrend, so we could see the sell setup we had right here. That would be perfectly fine as it's a downtrend, but then we want to look at market structure, okay? We want to really focus on the market structure, okay, on the 30-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame, really what the market is doing this session and the past 1 day, 2 days, okay? So as we see the market structure price yesterday during New York, it left this high right here. This was yesterday's New York high. Okay, then it left, sorry, this was, what time frame am I on? Okay, there we go, sorry, yeah. This was the Asian high price left, okay, which was above the last major high, okay? And here is the high I was looking at, sorry, I got confused. So price, well, yesterday's New York session, it faked out, okay, the zone. Then during Asian session, it broke above the zone, okay? It broke above this major high, which is telling me, okay, this past session's price is bullish, okay? So we have a bullish market structure, okay? To some extent, because remember on the bigger picture, the trend is bearish, but the market structure for these past sessions is bullish, okay? Then what I'm going to look at is ranges and, sorry, ranges and consolidation, okay, which basically these are synonyms, but the next step you want to focus is looking just for ranges, consolidation, where price is ranging, how it's breaking out, okay? So I try to always fit in a range, okay? So in this case, we see the past 2 days range or consolidation was this, okay? So for the past 2 days, price was trading inside this area until tonight, which price broke out, okay? So we see the consolidation and we see a break above this consolidation. Okay, which in this case is also a break of structure. So these are the 3 confluences we have up to now. Then I start to look for the cool stuff, okay, let's say, or what for me is the cool stuff, what I enjoy, which is then I will start to refine with this consolidation I've spotted, okay, I will try to refine and throw my Fibonacci, okay, in this case it broke to the upside. I will throw my Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point, okay? Even though sometimes price will, like this was a great example the other day, okay? As you see, I think it was this example. Okay, so yeah, so this was the range. Okay, price did a fake out to the downside, did a fake out to the upside, and then price did a more clear break to the downside, okay? And then we could have spotted some nice sell entries, okay? So bear in mind, sometimes price will also fake out these consolidations, but you will get used to them, okay? To seeing the breakouts, etc. So after price broke this consolidation, we're going to look, if price broke to the upside, we're going to be looking for demand zones. If price broke to the downside, we're going to be looking for supply zones, okay? So look for S and B for supply and demand. And bear in mind, price tends to mitigate. Okay, price tends to mitigate. So if price, by mitigating, I mean when price does a strong move or does an impulse, price will tend to mitigate it, okay? It will tend to go back, okay, and just mitigate, let's say, fill this move it did, okay? It will fill it, and then it will mitigate to the upside maybe until here, then mitigate to the downside maybe until there, then it will keep on going up, then it will mitigate this move, okay? And this is basically how the waves are formed. And price always tends to mitigate the moves on these levels right here, okay, of Fibonacci, between the 0.61 and the 0.76. So when looking for supply and demand zones, you also want to take into consideration that price will mitigate most of the last move, okay, and it will most likely mitigate until the Fibonacci zone, okay? So you want to be looking for supply and demand zones on the Fibonacci, okay? You also want to take into consideration then the lastly, okay, well, not last, but almost last, the liquidity plus imbalances, okay? Guys, we are going now to do the giveaway, don't hesitate. Let me just go over this very fast, okay? And we're moving on to the giveaway. The next component you're looking at is for liquidity and imbalances, okay? In this case, we see this liquidity, okay? Overall, the market structure is bullish, okay? And we know that the best points to enter, okay, taking into consideration the range, the market structure, the mitigation, the supply and demand zones, etc., is this area right here. So any trend line, any support, any wick, anything that's left here, okay, to the upside, I will treat it as buyer's liquidity to be taken out, okay? As you see, price did a trend line to the upside, okay? So this is buyer's liquidity. As many retail traders will be buying around this area and selling as soon as price breaks out, okay? Making this a huge pool of liquidity all around, okay? And this is great for institutions because they have loads of orders, so they can push the price down, absorbing the buy stop losses, and then absorb all of the orders up, absorbing the sell stop losses, okay? So this creates a liquidity pool between the liquidity and the demand zone, okay? Plus the imbalance we have right here, because if you've looked at the prior lessons, you will see here we have an imbalance, okay? I think this was the last live lesson we did. So overall, guys, if you add up all of this, you are having, let's say, 6, 7 confluences for a trade. Then, last but not least, another another extremely important confluence, volume. Okay, volume. Point of control. Well, volume in general, okay, this includes point of control and the general volume, okay? You want to make sure the next step is volume, okay? The next confluence is volume. You want to make sure that when you're trading in hours where there's loads of liquidity, where there's loads of volume in the markets, okay? For gold, when will you find most volume in the markets? On the opening of any session, but especially during the New York session, okay? Bear in mind it's gold against the US dollar. Okay, so when the largest volume of transactions are taking place is during New York opening. So if you see all of this setup, all of these confluences, okay, if you see all of these confluences happen, and price comes to the zone during New York opening, that's an extra confluence, okay? Because you know there's loads of volume, there's loads of speculators, and if you have the liquidity pool, you have all of these confluences, you know, it will most likely happen, okay? Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm going to read right now. Sorry, guys. Yes, please mute everyone. How can I mute everyone? Please, everyone at once. Let's see. Pausar, detener. I'm not sure if I can mute everyone. Well, I can. Like, I can mute one by one, but it's very hard. We are 60 people almost, so it's hard for me to see who's the one talking. Somebody rose their hand. Wait, hold on. Let me answer the chat, then I will go on to Reshad. Guys, seriously, it can't be. Say if you're muted, okay. Fibonacci. Yes, sir. Fibonacci, great, okay. And so, well, pretty straightforward, okay. The setup, guys. Let's see the next message. Do you always compare against previous day session? I like to look at the highest points, okay. I like to consider what session these highs were, okay, during. Usually during during London opening or during London session, you will see the Asian liquidity being taken out, okay? And during New York session, price might take out London liquidity or Asian liquidity, okay? This is the most common setup. So I like to look at the highs and lows of each session and treat them as liquidity, okay? Nice strategy, yo, thank you. Participants mute all. Do you trade only gold? Yes, I do trade only gold. And guys, as well, volume, the session volume, the volume per session. Once you've done this complete analysis, absolutely all of this analysis, okay? Volume. By this, I really mean point of control plus timing. Okay, point of control plus timing. Volume, point of control plus timing. Then you can trace on the point of control, okay? And as you see, okay, after you've done, this is what I do, okay, personally. After I've done my complete analysis, everything, I then throw on the point of control, okay? Once everything is analyzed. And as you see in this example, we have perfectly a 2-session volume, okay, resting here, okay? So these past 2 days, most of the volume orders, most of the pending orders, most of the transactions, most of the action has taken and is still remaining on these areas right here, okay? Which is a great confluence, okay? So it's telling me there's loads of volume here. So I'm going to expect a 30 pip move at least, okay? And if we can stretch it more, then we can stretch it more, okay? So do you get it, guys? What is everything I'm looking at? You will get better at all of this, okay? Once you become better at determining trends, become better at market structure, at looking at the ranges, at looking at the supply and demand, considering mitigation, liquidity plus imbalances, and volume. It's just a matter of experience. You will get much better at it, and you will end up seeing things like I do, and like many members are already doing, which makes me very proud. So guys, feel free now to ask any question you have. I will be answering your questions now for a few minutes, and we're moving straight to the giveaway. Okay, I'm not going to make you lose more time. I just wanted to make clear a bit the setup, okay, for everyone. And now I will be answering your questions. So feel free to throw me any question, and I will be answering. Okay. Great explanation. Thank you very much. At some points, I think I was messing up a bit, making it a bit hard to understand, but I hope you really did understand it. And and yeah, if you just practice this, guys, you will see you will get it very easily and you will become pretty good at trading. How to trade without emotion. Guys, this is simple. How to trade without emotion is very simple, okay? If you are following the rules I said and you are following risk management, there is simply no room for emotion. It's that simple. There's simply no room for emotions, okay? Because if you are following a system that you know has a positive win rate and you are managing your risk properly, which means you're not risking too much, there's simply no room for error. There's no margin of error there, okay? Of emotion, okay? You can miss the trade, that's obvious. But if you trust your setup and you trust your money management, there's no room for emotions. And if you're not over trading, if you're, you get me? Okay, let me mute again, everyone. Please, guys, please mute your mic. There we go. Okay, let's see. And how to trade without emotion? Okay, just answer how do you get the volume indicator on TradingView? This, which of both? Someone is drawing on the live. Someone is drawing. Guys, watch out what you do. I imagine you did by accident. So how do I get the which of both? This one right here, and this one at the bottom, okay? You just click on the right, settings, and show volume. It should be somewhere here. Orders, execution, or symbol. Where's the volume? Should be somewhere here, show volume. Again. Wait, now I can't see it, but it should appear somewhere here. Well, the one on the bottom should appear now. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Should be settings and should be, I'm not sure why I can't see it, but it should be somewhere here. Status, volume, there you go. On status line, it's the volume, okay? It's this one right here. If I take it out, yo, no, why isn't, okay, now I'm confused, but it should be somewhere here, the volume. Not sure why I can't see it. And the other volume indicator, guys, let me hide this one now. This volume indicator, the session volume, the volume per session, you just have to go into your indicators. Yo, did they update TradingView or something? I'm not sure why it's different. Go into the indicators and look for session volume profile, okay? And you add it. I think you need to be premium to have access to this indicator, but this is the one, okay? And the settings in terms of the data input and output are exactly the ones that come, okay, once you add it. Okay, let me keep on answering. Thanks for the great explanation, Alex. Yo, you're welcome, guys. Thank you all for joining. Now we're moving on to the giveaway, so don't leave, okay, guys? We're moving on to the giveaway right now, so don't leave. Let me answer fast your question. Can you talk about your trimming profits when you close and when you give? I always take profit too fast. So, guys, look, if we are trading this setup right here, okay, ideally, you are entering on the Fibonacci zone. You're placing your stop loss below the last low. Okay, maybe on this setup, due to my risk management, I will be placing it below this week or somewhere else, okay? But ideally, you would be entering on the Fibonacci area, placing your stop loss on this low, and your last take profit should be this area right here, okay? This would always give you a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio trade, okay? As you're entering on the 0.76% and you're exiting on the 0%, okay? So you are putting a 25% risk to win a 75%, okay? So, but what I do is once I enter, I always start taking profits at my 1-to-1 risk to reward, 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, okay? Which will be somewhere here. This will be my main take profit. I would close 50%, 60% of trade. At 40, 50, 60 pips, okay? I would be closing when my risk to reward is 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5. I'm closing out another 20%, which puts me at a 20% left, okay? Which overall, the day is already very profitable and my stop loss is already on break even, so I do not care whatever the price does, okay? And then I might be stretching this I have left as much as I want, or maybe re-entering and adding more to keep on riding the wave. Okay, so basically, I would recommend you start trimming profits at 30 pips, okay, more or less, then at 50 pips, okay. Once these to take profits have gone by, you must be almost completely out of the trade, and then just trim profits progressively, however you feel like, if price keeps on riding, okay. And come on, let me answer fast because I don't have much time. I do not have much time. So hopefully I answered your question right there. Please, what risk entry and confirmation entry supply and demand zone? So guys, the confirmations are basically all of this. If you have all of these confluences, guys, you can be chill of placing a pending order, okay? If you have all of these confluences, you can place a buy limit, sell limit calmly, okay? You already have enough confirmations for a trade from that zone, okay? To be waiting for a 1 minute change of structure or whatever, okay? Come on, let me answer fast, By the way, guys, make sure you have sent me on Telegram, participate if you want to participate in the giveaway, okay? Please, please, please. And there's a lot more. There's a lot more for us to learn, especially management. Yes, money management, guys, is the most important, and as well, patience and only trading the setup, okay? Patience and only trading the setup. That's what will make you money. Hopping into the charts and trying to pressure a trade every time won't work. Won't work for nobody. Okay? So be sure to follow the rules, to follow money management. You have videos on this, okay? And to be very strong emotionally. And just if you're following the rules of money management, there's no room for emotions. That's simple. What do you think about news? What's your advice? Stay away from news, okay? Stay away unless you have really back tested the news, okay? And you really know what you're doing. If not, stay away. Simple. Yo, Steve, I did answer your question before. I'm sorry, I can't answer you again because I don't have much time, guys. I have 25 minutes and I have to be out of the office. So I'm not sure if I will be able to answer. We have many questions. Yo, thank you for the great feedback. Yes, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. I read that book. Yo, nice. I trim profits by with MT4, okay? You just close a fraction of the trade. Yes, guys, you will have the lesson is recorded. The lesson is recorded, okay, and it will be stored. Emotion killed my account on Wednesday, lost $323. I worked 3 months to build. Exactly, guys, you can't be doing that, okay? Let me tell you one thing. It's a great lesson, okay? It's a great lesson for you, okay? Please, guys, mute yourself. Please, 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 please. I don't have time, and I want to answer everyone.
I did.
So let's not lose time, please. Mute
There,
yourself.
my camera.
Okay, so yeah, this is what you can't do. You can't be working 3 months to build your account and lose it all in one day. Okay, that's crazy. I've been there, okay? Most of the traders, any profitable trader has been there, okay? It's normal, it's a great lesson, but you have to really learn from it and not fall into it again, okay? It's that simple, okay? Don't fall into it again. It has happened to me many times. It also happened to me when I was starting out. For me, I was losing everything I had, okay, which I understand your feelings, okay, I understand you perfectly, but don't worry, if you keep on working hard and really learning from your mistakes, at the end, in a few years, this $300 will be nothing, okay, to you. You will be glad you have lost $300, okay, when you were starting out. So don't stress. Okay, now let's move directly to the giveaway, okay? Have you all followed the instructions on Telegram? Guys, did you all follow the instructions on Telegram? Yes, 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 yes. One tick though, yes, don't worry, guys. I will now read the messages. If you send participate one and you have one tick, it's more than fine, okay? More than enough. Okay, yes, yes. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Okay, I'm going to start taking down the names, wheel of names, like always. This was the last giveaway. So I'm going to start taking down everything fast. Okay, I will be going fast because I don't have much time. I'm very sorry, guys. Like always, I'm in a rush. Let me end the live right now. Sorry, let me end the screen recording. How do I end this?